What's going on with the goings on, y'all? I normally don't come on the weekend, so please forgive me. I did my little hair, you know what I'm talking about. I figured the weekend was impactful. Let's talk about it. So while it's fresh on my mind, let's talk about the tap phone killer. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I talk about Detroit. Yes, I talk about a whole lot of other stuff. And I guess you wanted to state that I shouldn't talk about other stuff if I'm gonna be from the way by the way, and I need to be quiet to get more information. Maybe even talk to the people that's around the situation. But that make me accessory after the fact of the situation. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And I tend to like to do what I do. That way, if it's debunked, then you guess what? You know you was giving out fake news. So I try to keep them as real as possible, sir. Let me do me while you do you. You know what I'm talking about? That's why motherfuckers is winning. Don't tell me how to win, nigga. For real. You know what I'm saying? With my public access programming, this is how shit is going. Motherfuckers ain't losing. And if you losing, then that's on you, sir. I'm gonna content the way I content, and I'm gonna let my content keep flowing. Now, if it upsets you, then so be it. All is well. Because at the end of the day, I'll give two lessons. You feel me? I just give out lessons. You know what I'm talking about? I share what I share. I like what I like. I speak on what I decide I want to speak on. And that's that. And that's going to always be that. And if you don't like that, as a matter of fact, you know what you can do? Find you something to do. You know what I'm talking about? Go look for it. I don't go looking for it. It's right here in the palm of my hand. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need to go talk to this person and talk to that person. I live this person and that person already. You know what I'm talking about? I know the outcome. And I think that's all I'm going to say on that. I'll let you continue to do what you're doing. You know what I'm talking about? Hopefully it works well for you. I see you over here and I see you over there. Well, kudos to you. You know what I'm talking about? If it happened for me, it happened for me. I ain't stressing. I like my lessons. You know what I'm talking about? Give me a broader look on what's going on. I ain't got to do a whole bunch of talking, whole bunch of interviews, whole bunch of walking. You know what I'm talking about? I just let it fly. I know the truth, I know the difference between the truth and the lie. You know what I'm talking about? But I gotta keep the story. Gotta keep going on, cause it's going on when it's going on. But I can't tell you what's going on, cause then you know how to go on, right? Okay, then. Anyway, let's talk about Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. I seen a little snippet, sir. And oxtail is oxtail and fish is fish. Remember back in like early 2000? No, I'm gonna give a date even further than that. I'm gonna say like 2005, maybe even 2008, when they were stating, just Google it. Google had just started, so their information was just as broad as your information. So certain things that AI give you, it's all about how your experience and how you live life. You know what I'm saying? So if he think fishes is fishes and oxtails is oxtails, well hell, you know what I'm saying? Let him be a blundering idiot. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way he talk. You understand? So that's the way AI understand it. Y'all gotta understand it as well. This how it go. That motherfucker can't teach you nothing. You teaching them. That's why I ain't got AI on my phone. You ain't gonna be able to teach me nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I already see where it's going and how we gonna get there. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, God was always taught that you gotta stoop down to a certain person's level in order to achieve brightness. You know what I'm saying? You can't dim the next man's light. You know what I'm saying? Let him shine bright. You understand me? But with all that being said, nigga, oxtail is oxtail and fish is fish. When you say you want a double fillet of fish, you don't say you want a double fillet of fishes. But shout out to Joe Budden and the antics that they put on. That was good. They had me talking. You feel me? Give me enough to talk about. Nigga, don't just talk me to death. That shit get boring, bro. That's why when the tap started, you don't see me tapping. Nigga, I never follow an imitator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only follow duplicators. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at 499. I got one more follow. As soon as Soup Surf follow me or I follow him, I'm done. We gonna have to reach 100 before I start following again. Maybe even 200. I ain't even close. I think I'm at like 77. Once I get 100 followers, then I'll follow 100 people, maybe 50 people. It depends. Your story got to be strong enough, though. You got to be talking about something. And it's got to be an authentic something. Like Lazy Bone talking about Finesse 2 Time. The little diss track. I liked it. You know? That's why I'm talking about it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be effective enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And then for the people that teach me. Or I'm being taught, or I learn a lesson from the blessing. I ain't gonna never tell you what that is. You know what I'm talking about? It's just not gonna happen. I ain't gonna get on the screen. I know enough to be able to be a blundering idiot to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? I know what to talk, when to talk, and how to talk. You feel me? I don't know. This weekend just had me going. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Lil Weezy and his freestyle remix to Kalani's Love, I think it is. I liked that too. It's the beat, I guess. You feel me? Regurgitation just ain't for me. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Tion Taylor. I seen you with your coat on, ma'am. And you was selling them moisturites, ma'am. You know what I'm talking about? Good moist. Was your skin moisturized? Let me stop talking shit. Shout out to you and your cold coat. You know what I'm talking about? Already. Shout out. Let me see. Let me get another shout out before I get into a little something. Shout out to everybody that played basketball yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? It was some good wins here, some good wins there. But we're going to get into it. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. I see you pulled out one. You know what I'm talking about? It was I ain't going to say it was a nail biter. You know what I'm saying? I was here and there. I really was waiting on one game. So forgive me if I ain't even writing nothing down. I'm going to just say this. Jason Tatum, you was looking kind of look, I ain't gonna say you was looking gimpy or nothing. You was looking like you ain't want nothing to happen. Look at that. You know what I'm talking about? You was playing with a look. You wasn't playing with no edge. You feel me? You definitely wasn't playing like the Jason Tatum I know, aggressive and willing to get the bucket by any means necessary. You was hesitant. We don't need that in the playoffs. Jaylen Brown was a little too aggressive that game. He might have got hurt, but he didn't. He definitely was playing tough though. You feel me? You got to play a little tougher, sir. You can't be having the Caucasians doing their thing. Then Jalen White, he was playing hard. Everybody was playing hard except for you, sir. You play a little bit harder. This probably be 3-0 instead of 2-1. But that's just my take. Shout out to the Spurs. Y'all doing it without Wembanyama. The rookie went crazy. I know your daddy is extra hype. You feel me? The Harper family going crazy today. What you had, like 30-something? Yeah, you was doing your thing, sir. I'm proud of you. I was like, damn. See, now this is between him and Castle. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. Them niggas might be the next OKC. They get women Yamba when you come back, sir. You don't even need to get 30 and 40 points no more. You can get you a nice little 15 blocks, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists. Cause them guards gonna go crazy. Y'all just gotta pick y'all playing time. If it was me, I would do exactly what y'all did like the third quarter, I think it was. I put Castle in as point guard and put Harper in as the 2. Even though he can play the 1, put him at the 2 and let him go to work. You feel me? You get in trouble, give it to Wembanyama. Now we can move on to the LA Lakers. Oh my God. I ain't write this down but the 30 seconds. The best 30 seconds I didn't seen in basketball in a long time. This motherfucker LeBron James decided he was gonna go to. He just all of a sudden just picked up the pieces. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Houston also, I think, blew the bag as well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in a tight 3-point game in the final seconds. It was actually 6 points for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Smart, because Smart was playing smart in the fourth quarter. Man, I almost thought you was a Celtic. You was playing so smart. But Smart hit the 3 free throws, made them down 3. LeBron makes a steal from the back, taps it to the white boy. The white boy turns around, taps it back to him. He hits a wide open 3. It's 101 to 101. And then Smart went off in the playoff in the OT. Nothing else you could say to me but go Bronny. LeBron James is up 3-0 on the Houston Rockets. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if Game 4 gonna be a sweep, but I don't know. Was that the toughest test for them? Because I feel like Houston blew that game. They was up 6 with 30 seconds left. All you had to do was a couple inbound passes. You feel me? Let Shangu do his thing. He was doing his thing the whole game. I mean, I will say that the refs in these playoffs have been a little suspect. You know what I'm saying? Not giving calls that need to be given. Like the one call where I don't know, they was wrestling under the basket, and it was like 2 fouls. Lagoon got fouled first. I'm gonna keep it 100 in the Houston game. Lagoon gets fouled first going to the basket. They didn't call it. LeBron goes down to get the rebound. He get jumped. I mean, Jason Smith Jr. literally jumped on his back, and they ain't even called a foul. I said, what is the refs doing? That was like 3 fouls. Ain't nobody get a call. Then you did a jump ball. Shout out to you, LeBron. But you gave the man a nice little elbow and pushed the ball to the side. Now, mind you, right before that, Ayton grabs a man's whole hand on the jump ball and taps it back out. Like, I don't know what the rest was doing in that game, but hey, 3-0 LeBron. And what about LeBron James giving the tip to his son? An alley-oop to his son. You should have dunked it or reversed that straight. You know what I'm talking about? I'm with it. You know what I mean? But you did a layup to your baby? Man, look. Gave him a 3-point shot. Shoot, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to you, Bronny. You know what I'm talking about? Your little 5 little points. You know what I mean? Shit. That's what's up. Listen. And you know they're going to continue to talk about it. But hey, man, this is like a dream come true for you and Pops. And even if it is getting on your nerves that people keep interviewing you about the same thing, hey, let it be a thing. You know what I'm talking about? Winning is winning, no matter how you doing it. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely got to take the dub for what it's worth, sir. Got to be happy. Got to be joyful. You got to come into the interview like this the best interview ever. You know what I'm talking about? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? You one of the leaders, whether you want to believe it or not. Your daddy was a leader for 25 years. You don't think you going to be one? Or at least looked upon as one? You got to be out of your mind if you don't think that's going to happen. You know, so I'm gonna embrace it. Don't just face it. You know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, I'm pretty sure your mom and dad will be able to tell you. Okay, we're gonna get off the basketball because we gotta talk about this Boosie situation. Shout out to Boosie. I guess you made a tweet that you deleted. You know what I'm talking about? Where you wanted to talk about the situation with All Star JR. And then you decide to say that's what they got going on, and I ain't really into talking about what another man got going on. I took that take for a long time. You know what I'm talking about? But me and knowing who I am, hey, I'm gonna talk about the information, sir. I can only talk about what you give me. You know what I'm talking about? And it's easy to give me something. And I appreciate it. Kindly. I always appreciate it. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I love content. Content is what it is. Now, you don't like the way I display content, that's on you. It's always going to be on you, sir. You know what I'm talking about? I never get upset with a critic. Most of the time I laugh. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know you need something too. We all need. That's why this is a public access program. You know what I'm talking about? Already. Shout out to you, Boosie. Shout out to Kenyon Moore. Detroit, Michigan native. Can't say you Detroit. You Michigan native, though. Shout out to you losing your credit. And I don't even know if that was, I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess one of your little, your little roundabouts decided they wanted to show up to your eviction. She had to know you was being evicted. You probably even told her. You feel me? This how storylines go. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. I seen Love and Hip Hop and ran with it, sir. Anyway, shout out to you and your eviction, man. I hope your salon goes well. You know what man, I'm like, man, is all her shit on the lawn? Excuse my language, I don't mean to offend or harm anyone. This is my disclaimer. You notice I ain't got my hat on today. Yeah, it's Saturday. I ain't feel like doing none of this, but it was so promising. I'm like, oh yeah, I could do me a nice little 20 of this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Make this something out of something. You know what I'm saying? Good Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Moving around with the move arounds when we moving around. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta be about the time. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Kenyon Moore. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Michiganians, shout out to Lil Meech. Yeah. Can't never let this know what this doing. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm talking about? That's what make me what I am. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it grooving. But shout out to you. Shout out, I seen you take a picture with your pops. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Let that man groove and move. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? Just so you know. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see, who we gonna talk about now? Shout out to the podcaster that wanted to get upset with Lauren. And she went off. You know what I'm talking about? We got to talking about her this and her that. How she was a brunette. It was a whole lot of fun. I guess a black podcaster decided to go off on Lauren Loomer for talking about Candace Owens. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was delightful. Shout out to you, Tasha K. You know what I'm talking about? There's a couple other stories, but I don't really want to get off into that. You know what I'm saying? You said you was gone for 2 weeks. I look up, you still talking. Man. Shout out to 700 Montana. I guess Charleston White was at a strip club over the, I think it was Friday. It might have been Thursday night. Well, it was about 1 o'clock, so I guess it was Friday morning. 700 Montana got into it with some light-skinned guy. He looked at Chaldean. Or maybe even a Pakistan or something. You know what I'm talking about? He was light-skinned, but He probably was a different kind of light skin. Anyway, Charleston White stated that he basically mopped the floor with the young man. You know what I'm talking about? The new Dallas is what he called him. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess New Dallas decided to get ruffled up in the strip club. You know what I mean? And Charleston White went live. Like, oh my, he ain't just posted. He went live. I'm talking about as it was happening, looking ass. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't debunk it and say it wasn't. That ain't what happened. You new guys need to learn how to fight. You need to go talk to Unc now. Skip talking to Unc them. You need to go get in the ring and get some understanding. Unc been telling you come and let me teach you something. I guess you'll go get taught now. Or you'll do what you usually do. Go in your room and don't say nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You need to start talking to Unc. Unc might learn you something. Shout out to G Herbo. Now, you know, I get to talking about how rap ain't doing what rap is supposed to be doing. G Herbo, you definitely doing what you're supposed to be doing. I especially appreciate how you was talking about your son when his birthday just recently passed. And how I like how you fuck with the kids, how you fuck with your wife, and you know what I'm saying? You keep a little family structure. That's what keep you grounded in this crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world. Talking about you, Snoop. Damn, Snoop. I ain't write this down, but damn, Snoop, you been in the limelight for about a week now talking about how artists ain't getting what artists was, that you said they was going to get. I hate when people say things like, I'm gonna pay you, I got you, everything gonna be okay, but it don't be. You be really in a rut, you be really fucked up, and a motherfucker won't get you unfucked up because they feel like you don't know how to get yourself out of a fucked up situation. You will never know till you try. You can't keep telling me you gonna do something and then it don't get done, and then you blame me for not opening my mouth. I said something, you wasn't listening. You feel me? You was doing you. You talk good, but you do you. Like, nigga, don't talk to me then. Keep your mouth closed. When you gonna do something, say you gonna do it and get it done. Don't tell me for the sake of keeping me quiet. That's irritating as hell, because one thing I hate is a liar and a fucking thief. And I've been that way since I was 20-something years old. And I'm saying that is when I learned what a liar and a thief consist of. And don't just consist of you going and taking out my house. You could take my livelihood, you could take my manhood, you could take my responsibility, you could take. You know what I'm saying? So I hate a liar and a thief. You feel me? I hate them motherfuckers to death. You can't lie to me. You lie to me, I'ma see right through that shit and I ain't fucking with you. You could take from me and not knowing you taking. But I know you doing it and I ain't fucking with you no more. And then you'll wonder why I ain't fucking with you. It's because you shot the move and thought everything was everything when it really wasn't. You was being a fuck nigga. You knew you was being a fuck nigga, but you know you gonna play it off like ain't no fucks given. And I just ain't with that type of shit. I debunk that. I definitely teach my kids, don't take from nobody. Don't go get your own. You feel me? You'll feel better when you're doing it yourself. Anyway, where was I at? I think I got one more, and then we gonna go. So shout out to Blueface and his family. I guess he wanted to talk to Navia. I might be saying your name wrong. Who cares at this point? You the last of the Mohicans before I get up out of here. It's the weekend. If you see me Sunday, you see me Sunday. If you don't, you don't. You feel me? And on a lighter note, I'm not giving nobody no money. I ain't got no money to give you, ma'am. You know what I'm talking about? 100, 500, 3,000, 1,000. Plus, your entertainment ain't entertaining to me. I just be watching. You know what I'm talking about? Most of the time, I don't even say nothing. I might even unfollow you. I've been debating. You know what I'm talking about? You say one more stupid thing, I think I'm gonna go on and unfollow you and then it'd be 2 motherfuckers that I need before I get to 500. Cause once I get to 500, you gonna have to follow me. If you ain't following me, I ain't following you for what? You know what I'm talking about? I don't need to be looking at another motherfucker who ain't talking about shit. Just need $1? Nigga, what you need $1? Even if you don't need $1 and you want $1, I shouldn't give you what you don't want. You ain't making nothing that is exciting. You just talking. And when you talking round and around the clock, nigga, I TikTok. This a bomb. Fuck around and blow up in your face. Anyway, let me get to this right here so I can get on up out of here. Shout out to Blueface. He was talking to Nivea, and he was talking about family and how, why would you think that it was going on when it was going on? I think he was doing it mainly for the camera. So I'm going to talk like the camera ain't here. You need to make a decision on the family situation. You're either going to be here or you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You going to fuck with your baby or you ain't going to fuck with your baby and you going to make this content. You know, because you got to keep going if you're going to stream. You can't stream and then tomorrow you ain't streaming. Maybe the next day you ain't streaming. Then you pop up on the scene streaming. And you making these girls look crazy. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good storyline. I ain't mad at you. But hey, you either gonna be consistent with that storyline like you did with the Krishan situation, or you're not gonna be serious with the storyline and you're gonna do what G Hartbro is doing. We just relaxing and maxing. And we telling the story like it T.I. is. You either gotta have one or not have one, sir. But then, right after that, you proceeded to have Nivea wiping your buttocks. I hate when it's like that. I be feeling like something crawling on me. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, you can't be having Nivea wiping your buttocks, sir. Like it was funny. And then I don't know if did you enjoy it? Cause when she hit you with the rough patch, you started laughing. Like, nigga, it went from damn what is you doing to ooh, what are you doing, looking ass nigga. The fuck? But yeah, man. I think we might be able to get up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean, sir. Keep it clean. Bronny James, keep getting them oops and make another 3. You know what I'm talking about? Matter of fact, make 2 3s so you can have double digits looking at. Shout out to LeBron James. You know what I'm talking about? Keep making 30 points, sir. But you had 29 and 13 and 8 or 6, one of the two. Yeah, keep turning it on, sir. You know what I'm talking about? They don't expect a 40-year-old man to do that type of thing. Kudos to you. Yeah, and we about to get up out of here with all that. You know what I'm talking about? And with all that being said, as the old saying goes, smoke's gone, I'm gone.